Hey guys, welcome in. And new update is here. New buffs and everything are all here. So just before that, I am going to jump into the previous buffs because I know I said I was going to do a video on it, but I ended up not. So Mega Gyarados getting damage buff, great. Mega Swampert damage buff, great. That will help to see the music, and I definitely think with the semi-secret buff to Finnies with the plate, Water Deck's going to be definitely amazing again, and as well as Electric Decks are going to be amazing. Electros 130 to 150 I definitely think is not enough, nowhere near enough. It being a 1 MP mon. 150 nowhere near enough, not good enough buff. Electric gets the 90, which I think, yeah, that's okay for what it is. Magnezone from 1 MP to 2 MP is massive, with the flash cannon now 120. I think that's massive because it buffs itself for 20 damage on top, so it's going to be 2 MP 140, evolved 150. So how is that? Why give Electros a 150 when Magnezone is now 2 MP at potentially 150 or 140, evolved 150? That's crazy. Magneton buffs all around on all his damage bits, which is great. Electritive Thunder Punch 60, which is to 130. That is actually pretty decent buff. He was so long considered like one of the worst EXs in the game, and now, you know what, at least he's usable as a 130, and enough electric deck paralyzing, that's amazing. Electabuzz, the 50 to a 90 for a rare. I would expect to see an EX one coming out. Same as the EX Magma, I'd love to see one of those come out as well. That'd be amazing. But for now, 90 is definitely more usable, especially to get rid of Cocos and all those other kind of things around. Ellie Kid, the 20 to a 60, that is definitely good. You could potentially go for full Evos, especially with Z moves. Feraligatr, definitely. See, look, even that Feraligatr gets the 160. Why is the Electros only getting a 150? Really, seriously. Anyway, the whole Totodile line is all getting buffs. Sharpedo rare forms are going to be getting damage buffs as well. I think as a rare, 110 and the 100 is going to be amazing, like pretty good for what he is, and I think he will definitely see some use with the Megas coming out. The Poliwrath buff I think is amazing. A 130 as a rare with his ability, I love it, absolutely love it. And the Poliwhirl, the 40 to a 70, that is amazing. Although I kind of wish, because he had a 40 and a 50, I kind of wish the 50 got some buff as well, because now it was kind of cool having that small one, that small piece, the higher damage. So I was kind of a little bit disappointed now that, well, I mean, it's good to have the big piece higher, but I'm unsure about that. Anyway, those were the old buffs. Now, let's jump into this. I've hardly looked at new mods. I know, like, the new flying thingies, these things. So, Thunderous is him. He can MP move through others. He can't win by gold points. It's just like the last one that we saw. But this one, while this Pokemon is on the field, paralyzed mons do plus 30 damage. So just like the burned ones previously got plus 1 MP, these ones now get 30 damage. So we're seeing something here which is pretty cool. I do like to see this. So next one I'm going to see what is going to be confused. There's going to be confused, maybe. I'm not sure. Ooh. I don't know like all the different Thunderous forms, but I'm excited to see. I'm excited to see what they do with other statuses and things. But so they do the plus 30, which there are some ones that you can paralyze yourself, paralyze others. You can potentially use it to your favor, or potentially give opponents more damage and then run like some grass knots and things like this, and make everything, all the like 100 damage, push them all up above like 130, and use like cross counters and grass knots, and just be like, yeah, that'd be funny. So it's got the elusive master, which sends it to the bench. Nasty plot, exclude one of the opponent's use plates from the duel. That is, I quite like the look of that with using the old bringing back the recycle plates and things like that, and doing the old plate exclusion removals with what do we call it? Poipol's Evolve. Poipol's Evolve. Naganador. Potential there, maybe. I haven't even looked at this Omanite. So it is another restored mon. It may evolve if it's on the field. So if it battles and it still stays on the field. Ooh. More bind weight and ancient power. Ooh, I like it. I like it. The weight. Okay. I can see that. I can see things happening now. Water and electric. Oh, so it's going to be 3. By the way, spoiler alert. Leaks have happened. There's going to be a water electric gym. This is going to be 3 MP. When this Pokemon becomes paralyzed, attach a Volt Absorb marker to it. While that marker is attached to it, this Pokemon is not knocked out in battle. Instead of being knocked out, remove the marker and any special conditions. So it's like a refreshes itself instead of getting knocked out. That is really cool. I do like that. Man, the damage creep though. The as I was saying before, the rare is doing so much damage. Oof. One bug type Pokemon on the field, or one other Pokemon within 3 steps moves 1 step. That Pokemon gains weight. So you make something move and then gets weight. Okay. And let's see. When this becomes paralyzed, you can put a marker on it, and then same thing. It's not knocked out, but you can remove it and refresh it. Okay. This Pokemon and its battle opponent become paralyzed, so that's going to be the easy way to go and do things. So you're going to have to actually get a manual evolve on this one. There's no easy evos. Love the mask, by the way. Rainbow's at 100 points, which we're getting soon. Ooh, Electrike. Okay. Opposing Pokemon that battle this will become paralyzed after the battle. So this is like, he's going to be like the Houndour of Electric. Volt switches. Okay, so at least okay, I see you there. Let's have a look at his wheel quickly. Big gold, big purple, big miss, which can go down with Carmonite. Okay. Omanites, we had a little look at him already. What's Omastar gonna be like? Okay, let's jump down. Sharpedo, rare, Omastar, here we go. If this Pokemon is evolved, it has plus 1 MP, so it means it's going to be 2 MP. When this is excluded from the duel, it returns to its previous solution. When this Pokemon is excluded from, so that's just if it does get excluded, it goes back down. Yeah. This Pokemon moves to your PC. The battle opponent moves to your PC. Ooh, okay. I like that. Blue tentacles. I like that. See, I like that they're giving things a little bit more fair now. They're not creating things that are just so OP, but they're still super good. This Pokemon moves to your PC and the battle opponent moves to your PC. So it goes in first, then the battle opponent comes in and then slots the slot behind it. And then he's going to come out first and then the battle opponent. I like that. The Toxic is nice, and then the bind, actually a high damage bind with Heracross doing 140, evolved 160. Okay, I can see some very interesting things happening. Getting extra of those. Now this guy is where it's at. I have had a little look at his ability anyway. So his ability is that he can MP move through others, And then, here we go. Opposing Pokemon that have MP move next to this one cannot attack on the turn that they do it, they move. So it's kind of like a Vibrava effect going on here. Well, not quite, because they can move through him and past him, but if they stop next to him, they can't attack. So it's like not as good as Vibrava, but it's also got a little bit of that goodness to it. But then, if this is on the field, all purple attacks of opponents' paralyzed Pokemon become misses. Start running in there, paralyzing everything, and all of a sudden, Lunala's, Dawnwings, all the purple heavy meta can potentially get crushed. The last one, the fire one, things that are burnt, losing golds, so that was kind of good. But there's still not that much golds in the meta. Although, coming back to electrics, there could be. This is it. This is making things interesting, and I like it. It's encouraging people to use different types of mods. You can't just stack up on the Dawnwings and all that kind of stuff. So Lightning Storm, opponent becomes paralyzed. Yeah, I like it. And then the Elusive Master goes back to the bench, and then the Shockwave, battle opponent, and succession of Pokemon adjacent to it, including this one, become paralyzed. So all the mons next to it, paralyzed. So he can go out and paralyze things himself, and then get all the abilities that the opponent's purples turn to misses. Oh no, yeah, of opposing paralyzed. So not your own, only opposing. So you can just go on and paralyzing things, and goodbye purples. Safe to attack, and the electric decks are quite heavy in the standard attacks, so white attacks and gold attacks. So UX Pikachu for everybody who missed it over the event. So new players will have a chance to get him, which I think is definitely worthwhile. So I've got the uncommon, the rare, and the UX. I wonder if they're going to release an EX. I hope they do. I hope they do. As well as Raichu. He's a great one, and I think for what he does, he's pretty good. And the special Z move that he gets is, I want to find good use for him, but yeah, we'll see. He does get the plus MP if he's paralyzed, so if you can figure out ways to get that in. The Vaporeon mask, that looks nice. This looks nice. Getting a second one of the Therian form. That's that burning one. So yeah, that's pretty good. So as for all of those, that's pretty good. Now let's have a quick little look-see here in the shop. And where do we go? Let's have a quick little look here. The new figures, Mega Sharpedo. No, I do not want to get that at all. Let me move. There we go. So Mega Sharpedo. Let's start from the Mega Sharpedo, and we'll move on our way down. If this Pokemon is on the field, your water type Pokemon that are not affected by special conditions can MP move through other Pokemon. Your water type and dark type get plus 10. That's pretty cool. I do like that. Giving like a little buff for all the other water types to move through. That's nice. It'll definitely help like Caldeos and all that other kind of stuff, and not only rely on like Aqua Spheres. If opponents are waters, you can just move through. So let me have a quick little look. Is it on the field or is it all mons? Your water type. No. If this is on the field, your water type Pokemon that are not special or special conditions may MP through other Pokemon. So it sounds like you'll be able to move things off the bench. Entries blocked. You don't need Rotom anymore. Use Mega Sharpedo. Far better than Rotom. Liquidation, the 170, 190, and then Evolve 200. Oh man, that is big. And he looks super cool as well. And then Fang Finale. If the battle opponent has a cracked marker on it, exclude that from the duel. Cracked support. Okay. Wash out, the battle opponent is not too bad. 2 steps back and get weight, so it's just like the Finnies pushing back and things like that. So push back, super high damage, and then an excluding for cracks. So I am definitely going to pick up one of these. get, and a thank you to an anonymous viewer watcher of this content who has supported me. He has supported me a previous month as well, so I'm just going to say thank you to him. He didn't want to be known, he didn't want everybody to know who it was, but I'm just going to say thank you for the support, and for all of us, for everyone who gets any watch on videos. So just going to say thank you. If this Pokemon is on the field, opposing Pokemon become paralyzed when they move to the field. Wow, that is cool. When this Pokemon is on the field, opposing paralyzed Pokemon have -1 MP. Now that is cool, and then you gain extra 20. So all you need to do is either pull this up when you're at a stage where you're knocking a whole bunch of mons out, pull them out, and then they've got to move to the field, then they get the negative MP. That is cool. So they get paralyzed. Man, that is such a cool little combo for the Mega. Electro Burst. If the pedal opponent or this Pokemon is paralyzed, this Pokemon cannot be knocked out. Nasty. So it's got two of them with a dodge, and then a Blue Lightning Storm. This Pokemon may cause one Pokemon within 2 sets to become. That is amazing. That is absolutely that is a beast right there. 3 MP as well. So much damage. So man, that is 3 MP gold hitting 170. That paralyzes. Man, that is nasty. Okay, now I can see why there's those other ones to turn golds to misses, because at least that'll be the downside for that. There's some UX Flareon that I missed. I missed it. That's right. I missed it that month. I did not play enough. Alright, moving down. Let's go to the EXs now. All UXs. Alright, Torrentium Sharpedo. Here we go. Sharpedo. If this Pokemon is not affected by Special Edition, attach a crack marker to any Pokemon that battle it. Why? You don't even need to use like the Mega Heracross. You can just use Sharpedo. Sharpedo in a cracked deck. And then with his Mega being able to exclude, as well as like Katana or whoever else you want to use, Liquidation at 160 as well. The man. This is nuts. Aquajet Washout. So it's like a little bit of a worse version of the Mega. I'm glad Sharpedo got some love though, because the rare version was kind of like cool, nifty, and not the greatest. Let's just be honest, it's cool and nifty and not the greatest. Alright, now let's have a check at this one out. Before using this Pokemon from the bench, you may have it switch places with one of your paralyzed electric mons on the field. When it does, any opposing Pokemon on your entry points become paralyzed. So any of your may switch it with one of your paralyzed. So if you're running one of those ones that paralyze itself, swap them in. Opponents on your entries become paralyzed, and you can use one of those mons that move through electrically paralyzed mons. Just start pulling them out. Okay, doable. Could potentially be hard to pull off, or like situational, but at least you can potentially like paralyze 2 at once. So people can't just switch. Overheat. This attack becomes a miss next turn. 160. Okay, yeah, that I think that's good. Although a little bit odd that it's got overheat, right? Shouldn't it be like another move? I don't know. I don't remember him having that in the game. Well, not in like Emerald and things when I was playing. Volt Switch, yeah. Blue Lightning Storm, choosing things to get paralyzed within 2 steps. I'm getting them. We're testing them eventually. Get creations coming. Although I still do have some videos yet to come. So stay tuned, more EX pulls to come. Those are the new mons. I do have some ideas for buffed mons, for some of the new ones. Things are going to get interesting. Things are going to get very, 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 very interesting. So hopefully you'll stick around, and then hopefully I can get some time to. I'm trying to make the time, just like this. I'm trying to make the time now. I've gone through a busy stage for the last few weeks, like crazy busy. But we're through that. I'm gonna make some decks. No, don't play. No, there we go. I'm gonna go back and change some decks up, and we are gonna see. Let's jump in, go electric first. I think we've got some electric love that needs to be shared around. So I've only got 2 of those. The Cocos though. Oh, there was another thing. There was a plate made just for the type of Cocos that I alluded to in the very beginning of this video, that will like buff Finny use and things like that. So let's jump in here. We'll try and swing down to find the new ones. Guardian Sphere. Check this out. Choose one of your Tapus on the field. While this is on your field, misses of any of your Tapu mons become a 2-star purple attack that attaches a final soul marker. And then you also can get a special Z move, I believe. You get a special Z move as well for any of the Tapu if you have this plate in action. So I want to buy one. Okay, I want to buy one, and that is gonna make it so things like Tapu Koko will not have 2 misses, he'll have 2 purples. Although I have seen, spoiler alert, that misses from Paralyzed Burn and things like that, they don't get turned to purple. So just if anyone is curious, I know I was, it doesn't work like that. It's only like the standard misses on the wheel, they gets turned to purple. So I'm gonna go chuck in one. I'm gonna chuck in 2 of them. We're gonna chuck in that. We're gonna chuck in one of those. We're gonna chuck in one of these, and then one of those. How do we want to do this? Jolteon that moves through Paralyzed, correct? No. Water and flying. I don't have the last Thunderous form to use with it just yet, and I will be adjusting this, so don't be too shocked. I do have my Electrotives, which maybe I might level up. How do I want to do this? Raichu, Pikachu. Jolteon can move through and paralyze and do all those other good shenanigans. Alright, well, I'm going to have a little bit of a think on this. If you have any ideas of who I should use out of the ones that I do have, let me know. I will be working on a few different things. I could potentially do quite a lot. Let us see something like this. Yes to you. Yes to you. And then I'll change him for one of these. And that could potentially be nasty. I'm chucking a new sphere just because I want to. Although I'll kind of want to use a new sphere with my Coco. I want to muck around with this, and we'll see what works. And I don't think this is currently the correct deck of what I should do. So just putting it out there, but I do want to have just a little muck around play with it. 2 double chances. I'm going to remove one of those and put in a long throw. There we go. Electrosphere maybe? Maybe an Electrosphere. I don't know. I'll have a play around. We'll see what other things I can do. And more content coming in the future. Those are the new mons. Which are your favorite of the new mons? I'd love to hear from you guys of who you think is the best, which one you think is the unique, what's really cool. So what's something really cool that you really like about these updates? Buffs, new buffs or new mons? I want to know. Electro Energy. If there's an electric Pokemon adjacent to this, increase your damage by 10. So it's only 10, not really worth it for the energy. What about the sphere? The sphere is for every joined one, correct? Electrosphere. So this one is you plus 10 for each electric type next to them. And then you can MP moves plus the past things that have weight. So that can be pretty good with Zerkatry. I might have to have a play with this and see what we do. I might drop the long throw for Electrosphere, and then get I kind of need a long throw as well though for the rush. Although unless I'm checking like a drop gold block for Pokemon Switch. I've got a lot of things to muck around with, but anyway, I will work on that, and we'll do some videos on my project. I think I'm gonna make videos, win or lose, my deck testing and creating, because we'll see. I might include some of it. We'll see what times I have, but for now, we'll see you later, and I want to hear from you guys. Favorites of buffs or new mons, what types of decks are you making? I can already see the correct decks being made, and I've seen some interesting things, and I've got some interesting ones to show you as well, so stay tuned.